going to go on. Okay. And then this is my new speaker. It's going to be a little bit louder so we know it's actually on. And then I think I have to put it in a different mode.
The way they creep is so funny.
What's the matter?
The chicken.
Chicken. He's hovering around and he's looking up like listening to you. Whatever. I'm missing a hen. Who Fox didn't get one. I was at home last night and nobody locked them up when it got dark.
She picks her up.
Well,
that is me. Don't peck me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's working. There's a guy at work that has the one a little bit bigger. And I'm like, is that loud? Because that other one, that's as loud as it goes. And unless you're like right next to it, you don't know. And it's not really loud enough in the video. It still sounds like I'm away from it. So I thought I'd get one that's a little bit louder. He's like, yeah. All I did is punch into Amazon loudspeaker. Well, then I got the one I want.
That's my shoe.
Okay. So, it's still on, right? They can walk away now. I can't hear it anymore. So you're a snotty little girl today, huh? Yeah. You guys don't wear glasses, do you? No, regular glasses. No. Good for you. A girl at work a couple years ago, she was washing her glasses with Windex, and it's like the total cardinal no-no. You don't do that because it scratches them. So I like kind of freaked out on her. Like I wanted to help her not ruin her glasses. She's like, they're $10 or $5 or something like that. I'm like, really? Like my glasses are $300. So she gave me this website, and these are $8. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's why she wore so many different pairs of glasses. She buys them like you would buy them at Rite Aid. I'm like, oh, cool. I could get into that. But yeah, my other glasses are $300. You know, I've got Kate Spade, I've got Michael Kors, and then I got Coach. Like, I had no reason to get those glasses. Like, I'm not in an office where it matters. Nobody comes up on the side of my truck and goes, what kind of glasses you got? Ooh, you're fashionable. I don't mind the $8 glasses. Oh, good girl. Look at you. So professional. So where are your cones? Oh, good. No, I definitely wouldn't let her behind me now with that behavior. So that should be enough to keep you guarding yourself. She's so pretty, though. Okay. All right, so I want to see you lead her, and I want to see you now be very aware that she has this desire to charge and jump up on top of you. So we want to make sure that she stays where you can see what her thoughts are. Yeah, they were eating it before last time I was here. So I would even exercise getting her to utilize her own personal space as well. Yeah, perfect. But maintain it. Yep. It's okay. Yep. So see, she's got some naughty thoughts going on there. Good. Give her a little rub. So she's got to be rewarded for the desired behavior. Because otherwise, huh? With all the negatives, and she's not going to get any. She's not going to feel like there's any reason to try. Yep. Good girl. Nice. Yeah. See, and you make such pretty faces when you're being a nice girl. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Good. Good. Now this time we're going to go ahead and walk with her. And you're going to make sure you maintain your personal. There. Keep her at that distance from you. Don't close it in and don't let her close it in. Ask her to catch up though. Don't let her close it in. She's starting to close it in. Yep. Yep. Okay. So one of the things that she's already showing us that a lot of horses develop a bad habit of. So they all have this bone right here. And even though it's not actually a horn, it's like a horn. Okay? So she's doing a lot of this at you, right? So we're going to go ahead and make sure we start correcting that. Because otherwise, that's going to become a really nasty habit. Like, even though it may not look bad, it'll be like a subtle, yeah, you're not the boss of me kind of thing, right? Or she'll start flinging her head at you. Horses that knock people out usually are doing that. You know, when you hear somebody say, my horse knocked me out with his head. Well, probably did it on purpose. Okay, so what you're going to do is when you start seeing, because she does it right about here, and then she does it really heavy duty right here. Like right from like here it starts, and then she gets at you pretty much the whole way. So we're going to try to get ahead of it, telling her, we're going to send her to your truck. Okay, we're going to send her to your truck, and we're going to stay here. And then we're going to send her to, like, my wheel, and you're going to stay here. You're going to keep sending her like you're sending her away from you, like out of the arena, okay? Because if we keep just telling her nose to yield away from us, as much as that is effective when they understand what we're doing, right now it just seems like you're nagging at, like you're just kind of like at her, right? So we want to make sure that she understands there's like a point to it. So send her to your truck. Send her to, Ashland or outside of the round pen. And that'll get her head straight. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to straighten her head. I don't want her to do any of this stuff at you. Yeah, so you're gonna make her believe that she has to like walk right through that. Right? So she needs to believe that this direction that you're giving her is sending her away from you completely. Yep. But make sure that she believes you. So now you can turn her right now and turn her back to your truck. Good. Yes, there you go. Good, now send her to my wheel. Yep, there you go. Good. See how that like almost changed it immediately? Good, there you go, keep going.
Sorry. I don't want my wheel going like scary.
Well, that's why we're trying to fix it so she doesn't do it anymore. So what we're doing is we're just changing her mindset, right?
Yeah.
She's decided that when she goes around this corner, it's more fun to try to jump on you. But now we're telling her, no, you're supposed to go over there. No, dummy, you're supposed to go over there. Like, why are you trying to jump on me? You're supposed to go over there. So all we're doing is just changing her mind. So send her, like, not to the coop, because that's still kind of on top of you. Send her to, like, that corner where the panels join. You're just going to keep sending her to where technically you want her to keep kind of, like, thinking to, like, peel off of you. Okay. Yep. There. Yes, it's okay that she was distracted and that's what caused it. That's okay. Good. Yep, walk on. So she's going to get naughty here because she's going to be bored here if she doesn't have something else to look at. Good. But don't close her in. So when you send her, like here, I would have sent her to like your wave runner over there. You know what I mean? Like I would keep picking something kind of where like the idea would be like I'm sending her through here. You know, like I keep picking something that I'm sending her like completely like where it doesn't even make sense. So I can keep her focus outside of instead of on top of me. Yep. There you go, nice. Don't close her in though. Turn, don't close her in. Let her have all that rail. Tell her to go to the rail. Yes. Tell her to go to your truck. Tell her to go to your truck. Don't close her in though. Don't close her in. Good, good, good. Tell her to go to my wheel. Don't close her in. Good. Yes. Yes. Good, 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 good. Good. Yes, yes, good. Keep her going though. We need her to think that there's a reason for this. There you go. Good. Now don't close her in. So you got to make sure that as you're pushing her away. She's being a baby today. Now, she is going to put you in the sweet spot. No, because she's being naughty in two different ways. Although that was slightly about the chicken, it was also an excuse to try to run past you. So, she's going to keep you on your toes today. Because she's going to say, don't let me get behind you. And she's going to say, don't let me get in front of you. She's kind of threatening you with both sets of feet. So it's up to you to keep her where you have control of her. Now, it becomes very tempting to have the acts. And I'm only going to tell you that they become, is they tend to replace, like the last 2 lessons I did, one with Donna and one with the police horse, that's the retired police horse, they were replacing back up. They were replacing the word back with or no. Well, how are they supposed to know they're supposed to back up, right? So we want to be careful that we don't use our correct noises in place of a word they need to know. Okay? So like stand would have been okay if you could teach her to stand, like say stand, and then, she's actually pretty good at standing still. You feeling a little sassy today? You feeling a little sassy today? Did she bite you today or did she bite you yesterday? Just now. All right.
Dumping on either. So did I do okay?
Yes.
Did I react okay?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
okay.
And what you could do, if she ever were to do that again, is once you've got her spun around like you did, back her up 3 or 4 steps. Charge her, like back. Make it feel uncomfortable that she just behaved that way. And like I said, it was partially about the chicken, but the chicken was the excuse. Have you ever been riding a horse that you feel like they're just looking for an excuse to blow up? Where they're like, and you're like, okay, one of these times they're going to find something that's worth blowing up about. But really, they've been trying to and everything. So that's what she did. She was just looking for something to have that moment. You can wiggle her to stop her from doing that. You can pay attention to her body language because her body language got on her toes. So if you felt her get kind of like, okay, I'm getting, so you want to just get ahead of all that kind of like preemptive things that she's going to do, I know it's like, it's reading a horse in college version of it now. You got, she's got an evil little face today. Well, the problem is that I want you, when you send her away from you. Don't send her, okay? Because that all you're doing is you're closing it in, and if anything, you're going to make her even more uncomfortable. She definitely doesn't like the chickens all of a sudden. So like when you're heading this way, send her to the truck. Like you're going to send her away from you. Send her away from you. But don't send her. That's what you're doing. You're kind of chasing her in your send away. I want her to have the option to get away from you. But you're going to wiggle in case her girth passes you. Okay, I'll show you.
I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. No,
Well,
no.
already have her in that direction.
Yeah. See, I'm not gonna go with her. I sent her over there and I'm not gonna go with her. Sent her over there, but I'm not gonna go with her. Sending her over there, but I'm not gonna go with her.
Stay still.
So here's where the pattern is. Send her away, but don't go with her. Send her away, but don't go with her. So she's got this thought of she's gonna blast forward again. So we're just gonna fix it if she does. Good girl. Good. Send her away, but don't go with her. Move. Move. Back. Back. Any itchy spots I can help you with, huh? Maybe? Right there? Will you be friends on that note? No, we're be friends for that reason. No? Okay. Back. Back. Good.
Here I am, all slimy.
Good. No, I was backing her towards you, so. Now listen. I'm gonna touch you. So we gotta make sure that it says. So I want her to think we can touch her. While she's walking, and it's not a big deal. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, you're okay. So I want her to relax because she's kind of perceiving that as not friendly. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. There you go. So now that correction was necessary, and it made a point. And how it made a point wasn't actually all the action. It was the quiet that made the point. There you go. Well, that sucked, right? So then when I invited her back to come with me, she was like, how can I do that better, right? So you want her to want to do better, not be upset that she got corrected. So that was me correcting the thought. And I just kind of want to leave her alone if I can get her there. I want her where I want her. So now I can see her out of the side of my vision, and I don't need to stare at her. So here we have a problem usually. I'm just going to tell her, go to the woods. Good girl. Good girl, you're right. That's just good, though. So here's where we have our naughty thoughts, and we tell her to go to the water bucket. Good. Good girl. Good girl. You know what? I'm not even going to make it.
It's in there.
Good girl. So, the correction that I just did with her is the appropriate correction if she gets like she's going to jump on you, okay? Spin her around, get her tail away from you, okay? And get her backing away from you. If you stay bigger than she thinks she can get, if she were to rear up, it's not going to be at you, okay? And chances are, I am first to admit, I've let a few horses fall down rearing up at me. I've chased horses backwards till they lost the footing and went down, and then they never reared up again. Not going to say we're going to do that to her, but I'm just saying, like, if she's going to now come at us, yeah, then backwards as fast as we can, and if it causes her to stumble, oh well. She's going to realize, well, that kind of sucked. So, I'm going to give her back to you. Don't get discouraged. I don't want you to think, oh, what did I do?
No, I just want to be sure.
So, we could, if you want, do you guys have lime or anything that the grass? Because I don't want her to eat the spray painted grass, but if you did a line of lime, it may, I don't know, maybe we should look up whether or not lime ingested is bad. Because, or we can do cones that you stay on the outside of the cones and she stays against the rail. Like, your mind has to be, she's on the rail, I'm on the other side of the cones, if you want to do something like that. What I want you to do is I don't want you to crowd her, because I don't want her to feel like she has to defend herself. I don't know if it was obvious or not, maybe from your angle it wasn't, but she was definitely away from me when we walked. She was too far behind me, but I didn't want to be critical because one of the things we were trying to fix was the crowding thing. Okay, but did you notice when I told her to go to the truck, she's like, okay. I told her to go to, okay. So if you pick a spot outside of the arena and say, I want you to go there, and if your image is saying, go to the truck, like that, you really want her to believe that you just told her to go to the truck, not just pointing randomly that way. Like, have it be a specific location you're sending her to. That will help her visually recognize where she's being told to go. But if we just kind of drive her away, she's just going to start getting defensive. And that's not why she's acting up today. She's acting up today because she's just being a baby. That was playful. Even the bite was playful. But, you know, she got away with the bite, so then she's going to take it up a notch, right? and she had no, you had no choice. She bit you and she was away from you before you couldn't do an electric fence kind of thing with her. So right. You would have just turned it into an exchange, which she started to do. We want you to stay nice and sweet, right? We've been loving on you, you've been nice and sweet, we're going to keep you nice and sweet. And I would mess with her mouth as long as she's not, you know, like trying to, like she just moved so I didn't follow her mouth. But I would like play with her mouth as much as I can, and then if she does go to bite me while I'm playing with her mouth, then I would create the electric fence opportunity then. You know, like if I'm messing with her mouth and she offers to nip at me, then I would just say, okay, let's try one more time and offer her an opportunity to nip me so I can fix it. Okay. I'm going to have you successfully go around one time, and then we're going to do something else. Because otherwise you're not going to safely be able to move her. And yeah. Yep. There. Don't crowd her in now. There you go. Yep. Yep. There you go. That's what I like to see. Right there. What you just did, wherever you focused. Yep. Somewhere outside of it. Yep. There you go. Good. There you go. Yep. Now watch you don't trip her on that ball just because it was, you know, by accident. Good. Good. Yep. Ask her to catch us a little bit. So like in that location, I would probably send her to the quad or to the tree before the quad. Just I'm giving you like your visual. Yep, catch her up a little bit. Don't kiss, just see if you can lead her forward. There you go. Good. Good. Now stop. Give her a nice rub. Good. Okay. So that's fixed for today with you guys. So we're going to keep that fixed. Okay. So now we're going to go back to talking to her front end, talking to her hind end, see if we can get her to go sideways over that phone. We did it successfully last time. Yep. Plant her front feet, spin her tail around. Spin her tail around. Oh, well, you could do it. You could do it that way if you want. I don't care. No. I was thinking going over it like that, but it's fine. You can do it that way too. She's allowed to look at it. You can let her look at stuff. Good. Now you're too close. Good. But I think you caught it before I said it. She's okay. You don't want her any further back. You were too close to her. Yep. Good girl. Good. Good. That's okay. Hind end. Make her believe it's the hind end because she looks. There you go. She's not sure. There you go. There. Good. Rubber. Good. So she had a I'm ready to be offended by this worry in her ears. Her ears were worried, but they were more like, I don't know if I should be mad about this because it was energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was because she's gotten kind of where she thinks this is negative. No, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying we're going to have to change her opinion of that. That's all. She thinks it's being corrective instead of being instructional. That's all. But I'm just like pointing out that her ears were telling us that she wasn't necessarily receiving that as instructions more than she was seeing that as moving away from you being a nag. Which is what you're kind of doing. But we want her to do it based on being instructional. Okay, go ahead and we're going to go over it again towards the truck. We're going to do it the same body. It's okay. It's okay. Yep. Good girl. She's so smart. She's going to prove to be really smart, which is going to just challenge the heck out of you. Like, Ritz is super smart to where he'll get you into trouble just because he's... Yep. Tell her front feet what to do. Yep, there you go. Don't tell her. Yep. Good. Yep.
Good girl.
Excellent.
Good girl.
Okay. So, I'm going to say there wasn't anything I would correct about that. I'm going to just ask you to be a little bit further away from her. But there's nothing I would correct about that. And what I want is not, I don't want by you being further away from her, meaning you have to bend even more over. I want your focus to be just as strong as if you were bent all the way over like that. So, like, you can bend at the torso without bending in here. You know, like you're trying to...
I know.
Okay.
So we're going over 2 now?
Yeah, might as well. We're not going to hold her back. She's smart. Good. Good girl. It's going to... Good girl. Oh, look at you. You're so smart. I like this one. She's like, I already know this game. You gonna challenge me or what? Yep. Tail, 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 tail. Yep. 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 Back her up one step only because, good, because she didn't respond. Good, because she didn't respond to your, but don't go forward, right?
Right.
I don't want you to not make sure it happens.
Did I do better?
You did
Or
good.
Not one.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta extend myself all the way over there.
No, it's all about focus. It's all about where you want her to believe your energy. Like, just imagine your eyes can, you know those, have you ever seen a water pick that people use on their teeth? Where it's like, right, spurts? Imagine that your eyes can do that and you're poking her. Like, I'm trying to think of the best way to tell people how to use their energy through their eyes. Because where you focus with your eyes, they can want to get away from that. It's kind of like if I'm a predator and I'm like eyeing up her butt, she's going to be like, I don't think so. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, do it again before I move it into 3. I love how she already knows the game, though. She's already like, yeah, I got this. Challenge me. Yep, yep, yep. I'd be so fun if she just starts going sideways. Yep. Yep. And your don't go forward have to be really quiet because she's really responsive to it. Yep. Tail. Tail. Awesome. 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 Yay!
Girl.
Okay, so I hate to say, here's where I'm at with that. If I was working with her and I had kind of a bad beginning and we were having an extremely successful moment, I would make a decision that she's young, we don't need to do an hour. Let her off of that. Like, you know what I mean? That's up to you. We can find something else to do or we can try 3. Let's try 3, and then if she does 3 well, then we're going to call it quits because I really do think that this is a good note to end on, and from what we started with. Now it's up to you. If me saying let's try 3 makes you nervous and you don't want to mess that up, okay.
Were you happy with the way
I liked everything you did. And I like that first you did it as like a, right? Only thing is I wouldn't do it so much because she's going to eventually learn the over. So I would do it more like a, because otherwise when we do the over, right, we don't want to like make things look too much like another.
And that's what I heard from my social media on
Right.
Sunday, and I already got back into it.
That's okay. I just want to make sure we don't like have to fix something later. Drive her nose away, kiss her to go. Drive her shoulder away, kiss her to go. There you go. Good. Let her go. Let her go. Good. That's just questions. She's not being bad, so you don't want to make it louder than necessary. Good. 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 Now, what I love about how she is and how quiet you're being about your don't go forward is that I would love it if we don't have to be loud like we are with some horses, or I have to be with some horses about the don't go forward. Like, I have to be like, don't go forward. She's so sensitive to the don't go forward. Let's not break it.
That's awesome.
When you have a good, don't break it. And if it looks like it's starting to get broke, go back to trying to make it good. You know, like, stop whatever it is you were doing and go back to trying to make it good. Good girl. You can if you want, see if she'll go the other way. But I mean, look, she's all ready to. Just lead her out of it so that way we don't make her wrong. Good girl. And I don't know if you can tell, but she's in a great, like, puzzle-solving frame of mind, right? She's in a total, this is interesting. Like, can you feel her kind of being like, well, this is kind of interesting, right? She wants to be a part of this game. Good. Good. She's like, I get this. I know what we're going to do with these colors. Yep. 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 It's okay. So you would have had to get louder instead of drive more. Okay? So I would have gotten louder about the don't go forward instead of driving more in the hind. I would have fixed because she was way too far forward that even if you did get her to respond to your hind yield, she would have been kind of in a messy situation. So I would have made sure I got her front feet back where they needed to be before I pushed her hind in. We want it to stay quiet, but we're going to be as loud as we have to be. She's very quiet, but we're going to make sure she stays that way. Good. 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 Look at her. Good girl. Stop her from going forward. That, you were just, you know what you did? You pulled up a chair and you watched the movie. Right? You totally just watched.
I did watch, I know.
Let her have the edge.
I won't let it happen again.
No, it's a bad habit. It's not a bad habit. It's a habit that you're not the only one that does it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
But you were like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
And you just like watching. But you want to make sure that you're still part of the orchestration of it. You're so smart. You say, I'm so smart, I know this game. She's like, hold my juice box. I'm going to do it myself. She's like, juice box? I get one? So the don't go forward is then your problem. So we'll make sure that we don't break it now. Be as loud as you have to be. Try to be as quiet as possible, but be sure to tell her. If she's already a little too far forward, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble already. Good. Yes. Don't go forward, don't go forward, don't go forward, don't go forward. Now tail. Yep. Don't go forward, don't go forward. Now tail and shoulder. Good. She doesn't know ho yet, so.
Girl. That was better.
Yeah, we're going to do it one more time. She does know the game, so she is trying to a little bit just help you out. So now by her knowing the game, you're not having to show her what to do, but now you have to show her how to be particular about it. So her front feet matter. Good girl. She's like, I'm not sure if I'm cooking up a poop or not. Just think maybe. Back her up. Back her up, 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 back her up.
I haven't even done anything to her yet.
But you haven't gotten her to back up yet either. There you go. Good, and stop.
She was taking over. I was just trying to back her up, and then she's already trying to do it.
So here's where the trick is to be a superstar. For you to be a superstar, get her front feet in the right spot. So that way you can just let her, yeah, she's done cooking. She's done cooking. Hold on. Well, she was over there before. She was like, I think I'm going to cook up a poop. Her front feet are your responsibility. Stop her front feet now. Tell them what to do. Her front feet are completely your responsibility. Yes. 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 Stop her front feet. Stop her front feet. There you go. There you go. Stop her front feet. Stop. Don't get louder with the rope. There you go. Good. 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 You got a little excited with the energy on the tail. Like this got a little bit louder as you were trying to manage the front. Right? But it's okay. It worked out. But I don't know, did you feel yourself getting like this?
Yeah.
Because you were trying to do this?
I was trying to stop her and get her to go at the same time, like.
No, that worked out. So let's see if we can do it one more time. And your response, she's like, you could scratch my butt for that one. I did pretty good. Oh, you had it right there. Okay, we'll do another one. She can work for that. Yep, send her out and around. Yep. Yep. Give her a little rub. Don't just, yep. Yep. Okay. Doesn't have to be a long rub. It just has to be an acknowledgement. We don't want to ever make them feel like they're working for nothing. Yeah, I know. I'm getting it. Okay. Good. Good. Yes. Try to stay a little bit further out of her space so she can hear you a little bit better. Good. Yep. 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 Up. 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 Okay. Good. And stop. I had that thought.
I was good with stopping.
No, I don't wish. I just, we have to fix it. Oh my God! No! Shoo! Don't take my truck. Oh, you didn't have to hit it.
I tried scooping her off.
Oh.
I didn't necessarily want to hit her. I tried, like, scooping her down, like,
Gotcha.
No.
She's like, I'll go get on the other tire. Don't get too close to her. Good. 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 Tail. Now we'll do all tail. Good. Good. The last one was great.
So we should leave it that
We
way.
can leave it at that if you want.
Since we worked it out.
Yeah. We can. Or you can do the whole
If
thing.
you want, or if you wanted to do it one time to make it perfect,
No, I don't need
I'm
to.
fine. At least I got her at the end.
Yeah, the end was good. And it's just a matter, like, of you feeling the muscle memory that's required to communicate that effectively. But you definitely had it at the end, and I'm glad you didn't bail out. I'm glad you didn't, like, see the train wreck happening and going, oh, well, I'll just do it again. You stayed with it and tried to fix the end of it. So I'm happy with you also.
Letting her following through and me chasing her over here, I got tired, so I changed my mind.
You did good. You did so good. Yes, you did. How about your mommy does you over this one form again? Just one. Just one. We're going to do it perfect. The front feet matter. I want you out of her space so she can hear you. Out of her space. There you go. Good. Ribs don't go forward. Ribs don't go forward. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. Good. You got this. Yep, good change of hands. She's already that 1 foot too far forward. And she got a lot of lean over her knees. Good. Good. There. Good. And stop. Give her a touch so she knows she did okay. You can go sideways that way if you want, just from there. Is that the direction you were going? Yeah, go towards. That's good. 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 There you go. Good. We're gonna quit on that because you got very energetic again. Okay. So we're gonna quit on that one. We don't want to make her feel like this game is no longer fun. Because she thought it was fun when she was mastering it. I don't want her behind you. Just because we got her in a better frame of mind doesn't mean she's not gonna change her mind. Good girl. So good girl.